Guess who's back with another shitty movie review? Not that the movie's shitty, just I'm shitty at reviewing them. So anyway, although in this case, maybe it's a little column A, a little column B. So I'm here to review the Lindsay Lohan movie Labor Pains, and yes, I already see a bunch of you rolling your eyes like, the second you heard Lindsay Lohan come out of my mouth, oh well, it's obviously crap, and I mean, Lindsay Lohan falls into an interesting category for me where I know full well she's not a good actress. I'm sure some of you will fight me on that. That's fine. That's valid. Pre-meltdown Lindsay Lohan, though, I will still occasionally watch just because her movies, I mean, yeah, they're mindless fluff, and while normally that sort of content drives me up a damn wall because I need to be more mentally stimulated than that, sometimes I just want to turn my brain off and not have to think and just enjoy some mindless drivel. And in those moments, Lindsay Lohan comes in. So, I mean, not always, but I mean, she's kind of a good choice for that. Tell me, where is the lie? Where is the lie? Which is kind of an interesting statement when coming to this movie's topic. So, basically the premise of this movie that Lindsay Lohan is in, called Labor Pains, I think it's from 2009 if I remember off the top of my head. Could be wrong. I feel like I saw 2009 on it. But, again, don't quote me on that in case I am wrong. Whatever's in the title bar of this video is correct. I'll have fact-checked it by then. But anyway, I watched it on Internet Movie Database Free Dive, so whatever. It's been there since, like, day one of the service launching, and I've been meaning to watch it ever since. Finally did. So, anyways, was it worth the wait? Hell no. But anyway, which is probably should just be the tagline for this review. But anywho. Do I know the names of anyone else in this film? No. Do I feel like looking them up? No. And this is why I'm a shit movie reviewer. But basically, the plot of this film, now that I've babbled for 2 minutes getting into it, pretty much Lindsay Lohan and her high school-aged sister, that she is the legal guardian of because, spoiler, their parents are dead because that hasn't been done to death in films before, right? Lohan is basically working as, I believe, a secretary at some company, and she's apparently really bad at her job. She hardly shows up. If she does show up, she's not on time. I mean, that sort of thing, where she's, like, this close to getting fired, this close to getting kicked out of her apartment because she's so behind on rent. You know, that kind of person. And pretty much fast-forwarding past all of the bullshit, moments before she is bound to get fired and replaced by the, I guess, temp guy, that is kissing her boss's ass, trying to get her position, she concocts an evil scheme. She doesn't realize, as the words are coming out of her mouth, just how big a deal this lie is going to be, but she sees this little statuette on the boss's desk, one of those, like, African figurines that happens, it's probably like a fertility god or something, and it's pregnant, so she says, "You can't fire me, I'm pregnant." And I think, like, the second she says it, it dawns on her what she's just done, but you can't just blurt something out like that and then take it back. You've made the lie, you have to commit to that lie now. So, now everybody's just like, the boss storms out, talks to the legal team, saying, "Is that even true?" Fine. Turns out you're right. I can't fire a pregnant woman. But, so this gets around the office real quick that she's expecting, and her one friend in the office decides to conspire with her on this and is going to coach her through what to do, what to say to get away with this, because they figure, we'll just say this for like a week or two and it'll all blow over, nobody's gonna remember, right? Because, I mean, everyone totally just forgets that you're pregnant, right? Also doesn't help that the boss asks her, "When do you do?" and she just blurts out a date without thinking this through in her head or anything, which would put her at around 4 months already. So, you know, that's not buying her all that much time if she just, done a little bit of mental math. Just say it's earlier, buy yourself more time, if nothing else. But no. She just blurts out October, and it happens to be, like I said, would put her at about 4 months. There's a woman in the office who actually is pregnant, who's only like a month ahead of her, though. So, that kind of raises some red flags for some people that, she's like as big as a house, and, you don't even have a bump. So, of course, now she's desperate to prove, no, I'm totally pregnant. I'm very, very obviously pregnant. So she's doing all sorts of desperate shit, like she goes into a maternity store and she steals one of the fake bellies off of the mannequins and starts wearing it daily. Now, I see a huge, ginormous plot hole in this. You're meaning to tell me that nobody in all of the months that she goes with this lie for ever touches her belly, not even once, and feels that it is foam? Like, really, though? Come on now. There's even one scene where her then-boyfriend pushes her in a pool. You're telling me that foam belly doesn't, like, suddenly get misshapen or anything? Nothing? This seems like a pretty big plot device to just overlook that on. So, I mean, that would be bad enough that she's concocted this lie that now she is committed to going right along with and goes way too far with. But now the boss has to go away because his dog, who is his pride and joy, has an unfortunate accident and has to be sent to like a rehabilitation center or something, and he's gonna stay with his dog and puts basically this dunce in charge of the company while he's gone, tells him don't make any big decisions while I'm gone because we'd have no movie if this obviously didn't happen while he was gone. So, of course, the guy decides to start a whole new division of this company that apparently is like a book publishing house or something, and decides he's going to make a parenting division. And guess who he's going to put in charge of it? Lohan, because, again, we'd have no movie if there weren't some sort of plot device like this. And he has her meet with a real mom who has a book about all the trials and tribulations of being pregnant and all the ugly messiness of it, and it's going to be groundbreaking because totally nobody's ever actually written a book like that in real life before, right? Yeah, that totally doesn't exist 10 million times over, but that's okay. It's okay. Not here to judge. Actually, I'm totally here to judge, but whatever. Just wanted mindless dribble, so I really don't care that much. But anyway, so fine. And it's her job to sell this woman over on why they should pick her their publishing house over any of the others to publish her book. And lo and behold, she does manage to keep lying through her ass about all of this. She makes the sale on the book. They go full steam ahead on this. It goes way, way, way too far to the point where even Lohan's on the cover with her fake belly and everything. She is on the cover of the book. Yeah, because nothing will go wrong here or anything, especially once she gets found out. I mean, she's not going to get sued for fraud or anything, right? Yeah, that. Long story short, just to sum this up without giving all of the comedic plot holes away, in case any of you want to see it who haven't seen it, obviously it all comes to a head, and it's the little sister who basically blows the whistle on this and blows everything for her, to where it all comes crashing down. The truth is found out. Oh my god, her life is in shambles, her life is basically over as far as she knows. But it wouldn't be a rom-com if there wasn't a way for her to make it up and basically get her life back on track as if none of this ever happened. Even though it's in, like, the most unrealistic freaking way possible that it happens. But, I mean, that's, rom-coms for you. Although, actually, this is more just comedy than rom-com, I think. I mean, it has elements of it, but it's probably more comedy than romantic comedy, so whatever. It doesn't matter what it's classified as. It all ends up okay in the end, one way or another, even if very unrealistically so, and ends up 2 years in the future when she is actually pregnant at this company. Yeah. Was it enjoyable? Actually, yeah, I won't lie. It actually was an enjoyable film. But was it mindless dribble? Hell yes. There was so many plot holes. This thing is Swiss cheese. It was totally predictable on just about every damn thing. There was maybe like a couple things that I didn't see coming, but almost every single thing in this film you can see coming a mile away. So I mean, you just want like a mindless comedy. This is definitely good for that. If you want anything more than that, look elsewhere. You're going to get no mental stimulation out of this, but again, I didn't go into it looking for that, so I don't care. So I have a hard time giving this like an actual number rating because of that. But will I call it a good movie? No. Has this plot basically been overdone to death in the past with minor tweaks to the plot? Of course, it has been done so damn many times. I mean, one of my favorite shows that is still on the air that hasn't been canceled yet, probably will be soon, because all my shows seem to be getting canceled, is called Younger. Kinda sorta the same premise. Different particular lie, but the chick is lying about her age to keep her job. But otherwise it's the same sort of deal where she has to keep up the facade, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's an overused trope that Hollywood does to freaking death. But at the same time, they wouldn't keep reusing it if it weren't still fun to watch, even if it is kind of mindless, but whatever. So, with that in mind, can I even give it a number? I'd say it's like very low side of average. Maybe like a low 3. I don't feel badly enough about it to give it a 2. Because, I mean, I did enjoy it. I mean, it's a fun film. It's just a very mindless film is all. So, but I mean, it's Lohan. But what can we expect there? But it's fine because I didn't go into it expecting anything more than that. So it's all right. But anyway, why am I even telling you guys about this old film? I don't know. Other than I watched it and I thought I'd share it with you guys, especially since, at least for right now, as of making this, it's still on Freedive for free. If you guys want to watch it, you don't have to have a membership. You just have to have an account on imdb.com, which are free. There's no fees for anything. It just is what it is, and then you can access all the titles they have up on there. It's constantly changing, kind of like the paid services, except there's no real set like schedule of when they put things up, take them down, how long they stay up for. Some of them, like that one, have been there from day one and are still there. Other ones went up for like a week and were gone. So, I mean, it's kind of luck of the draw, but there's always something new to watch there. So, I mean, it's kind of a good alternative if you don't have the money to spend on one of the streaming services. Because I have very kind siblings, I have access to the paid ones. But, you know, I also like to use the other one too, so I don't feel like as much of a mooch. But anyway, so that is beside the point. Just saying, you can watch it there if this film sounds like something you'd like to watch. Depending on how far in the future you're watching this, who knows if it'll still be up on there, but I'm sure there's somewhere you could watch it online. But yeah, so anyways, let me guys know if you guys have ever seen this movie. I'm sure some of you have, what you guys thought of it, loved it, hated it, just meh. I think I'm kind of in the meh category myself with it, but that's okay. They can't all be winners. So, anyways, that is it for this time, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like me, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. There is a thing with the bell now where it won't give all the notifications unless you have it clicked on the bell, and it's the ringing bell, not the empty bell, because that one only gives some notifications. Yeah, they're getting trickier now with YouTube, but whatever. So anyways, so there's that. Opt into all the notifications so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below, and if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.